There's a difference between the 17-year-old boy racer and his wee Saxo, which is how cut springs, literally one bump away from skidding off the road. And then there's myself in a car that's made to go like that.
The boy racer tag is easily thrown onto anyone just because they modify their car.
The public just look at us as scum.
We're a big family. Everybody is just happy to see each other. Every time you go to a show, it's always hugs. How are you? How's the car been? What have you done this year? Everything else. I'm Peter Warnick. I am 24-year-old, and behind me is my 1990 Unos Roadster, which is a Japanese imported Mazda MX-5. I started in the car scene with my first car, which is a 1999 Renault Clio. I started off actually photographing in the car scene, all the cars, all the mates, everything else, and that's how I got to know everyone. Ever since then, I've just started slowly wanting to build a show car. Then 2 years ago, I got my first dream car, technically, the MX-5, and from then it's just been a wee bit of a downhill slide, shall we say, of expenses and getting shouted at. We are boy racers, we can't deny that. We all like to make noise, we like to do a wee bit of, go a wee bit too fast on the roads, but there's a difference between the 17-year-old boy racer and his wee Saxo, which is how cut springs, which is, literally one bump away from skidding off the road. And then there's myself in a car that's made to go like that. It is on specialist suspension, it has got the proper tyres, it has got upgraded brakes, it has got safety harnesses in it, it has roll bars in it, because yes, I may be acting a bit of a fool, but I'm doing it safely where I'm not putting anyone in danger. I'm just doing it to have fun, just like anyone would go out to have a drink to have fun, to go out to social events and have fun. We like to do just that, but it's with our cars. You know everyone, and even if you don't see everyone, say all winter when there's no shows, you don't see anyone that entire time. It comes to summer, it's like your brother. You just see them instantly and boom, there's a connection again. There's a car group I'm part of called JPCCNI, which is Japanese Performance Car Culture in Northern Ireland. Great bunch of guys to have meets first Monday of every month. We do charity work there. Recently we filled up the boot of a Nissan Cube with food for the food bank, which we got delivered to the Lurgan Alliance Party.
JPCCNI is a car club that specialises in Japanese performance vehicles. Every month we run a cars and coffee event that's open to any car that wants to come down, or any person that wants to come down is more than welcome. The car community in Northern Ireland is great. We have loads of different clubs, loads of different scenes, from German cars to Japanese cars. The reason I got into it is to make friends is one element, You get to meet lots of new faces, lots of new cars. This kind of thing is like an expression of someone's creative side. Every car is different. Every car has a personal touch or personal touches that you won't see on any other car. Sometimes the media coverage on these types of events can be quite negative. It only takes one person to spoil an event. All that hard work immediately gets thrown down the drain. The boy racer tag is easily thrown onto anyone just because they modify their car, whether it's body kit or an exhaust or something under the bonnet. I think that it gets thrown around too lightly by people who don't understand. It just takes that one person to upset someone or do something that other people don't like. Go and speak to that person. Go and have a conversation. Get to know them, introduce yourself, because not everyone is a boy racer who doesn't care or has no interest in safety or anything like that. Everyone's just a person, that's it. There are certain movies that are fairly notorious, like Fast and Furious or Gone in 60 Seconds, that sort of glorify modifying cars. You know, there are certain elements of them that are not quite so legal.
Well, we do this for fun, realistically. Like, my own personal perspective of it is I do some of the pricing and stuff, and see coming out and doing this kind of thing, and all it blows so much stress off you, like, way people look at you as like a deaf driver. But if you're way out of your way, like out of the city and stuff, and you're not causing people harm, neighbours, people walking the streets and all, like you see people on the falls road doing, we do it all for the fun. Do you know what I mean? We break our cars, we pay for them, we don't steal them and burn them out.
It's better than sitting, drinking in a party, having faith for people, taking drugs and everything else. We'd just rather do this here. It keeps everybody happy. We're not fighting. We're not being a menace to the city. We're out in the countryside. We don't torture anybody. Anytime we ask for help with getting somewhere, the police just ignores, arrest us, tortures, everything else, with cars being balled, cars not being illegal, and stuff like that.
I know, see if you had a bit of land, like, you can make so much money and put it back into the community. See if you had a private yard, it's the money you could make from people. You have people all over Ireland, not just Northern Ireland, but down south, would all come up and join. And you'd have, it'd be like Fast and Furious all over again.
If you look around, this is in the middle of nowhere. We're not harming anybody. We know what we're doing. It's just the police take a different eye to it.
No, police aren't against modified cars, provided the vehicle itself is safe and is driven in a competent and safe manner as required by the law. Car culture is a very broad term, and there's lots of things come under that. We have one extreme of those that spend lots of money and are passionate about their cars. The cars are modified safely and they're very keen to get out and show their cars, and we can empathise with people, both the person showing the car and also those that are coming along to see the vehicle that's been modified. The other end of the scale is we have roads in Northern Ireland being blocked off by vehicles, so that within that blocked off zone people can use their cars for diffing or for racing, and that's the other extreme. So car culture being a broad term, it can be brought under disrepute because of some people's viewpoints on it. Obviously the diffing, the racing brings it under a negative, but we also have the good side, the car shows, and PSNI have went along and supported events where there have been charitable events where it's been done legally. Health and safety issues have all been taken into consideration, and we have supported that and continue to do so.
We do charity events. We try to help.
We're collecting for the Thriving Life Church's food bank in Newton Ards.
We raise money for charity every year. This year we raised £1,500 for 3-in-1 Action Cancer through Carrickfergus Car Cruise. They organised the meet. We had the police down and everything. We had the council on board to help us close off the car park for us to use, and just us to use, to fill that car park full of modified cars left, right and centre. And it's one of the best sort of communities you can be a part of. I know a lot of people say about their own communities, but the car community, like, yes, there's a lot of drama, but everyone's a family.